obviously the season really begins in January with the work that we do, conditioning and doing some skills training with the athletes in January and February. It certainly got us prepared for this fall, and then the athletes work really hard over the summer, and we've come in and done a lot of two-a-days and had weight training and swim workouts and everything, so it's been an exciting time. Yeah, well, obviously we expect a lot out of our senior leaders. As you mentioned, we have Haley Olson and Amanda Winter, and those kids have been to 3 straight NCAA tournaments. We've made it to the regional semifinals 2 out of those 3 years, and we expect them to produce their numbers that they're producing on the court, if not better, but also the leadership that they bring, the experience that they bring. Like, we've been here before, we need to get after it, and this is what we need to do to advance beyond where we've advanced in the past. Yeah, Hillsdale obviously is the big one, and we expect it to be nip and tuck every time we play them. It's very tight matches. Secondly, I think Walsh had a really breakout year last year, and I expect them, and I know they had a good recruiting class, so I expect them to be a very tough match for us. Lake Erie and Cedarville, who were the next 2 best teams in the conference last year, they have new coaches, so don't know what to expect there. Sometimes a team with a new coach can take off and just perform way better than even its talent, just because of the new coach and the excitement that that brings to the program. So we really have to watch out for those 2 teams. Kentucky Wesleyan was solid at the end of the year and certainly could beat anybody on any given night if you don't play well and they play well. So those are the teams that we're looking out for. Well, I think we want to really try to be a perennial top 25 team, so get voted in the top 25 each week. We start off the season in Florida, and one of our first matches is against Minnesota Duluth. They're presently ranked 3rd in the country, so obviously competing really well with them or beating them will go a long way to getting that goal. Flagler is also ranked in the top 25, and we play them, and St. Leo's is receiving votes. So we have 3 really important matches right away down in Florida to help us kind of obtain that goal. Secondly, yeah, we want to win a conference title. We also want to host a conference tournament. Last year in the conference finals, it was at Hillsdale, and because they won on some tiebreakers, and that made, we really feel like the match could have gone our way if it was at Findlay. So one of the goals this year is to make sure that we are the #1 team coming out of the regular season so that we can end up hosting the GMAC tournament. Oh, team chemistry is huge. And you know, most coaches realize that and do some type of team building activities, and we obviously do a lot of things like going to escape rooms, or when we go down to Florida, we'll be kayaking on a bioluminescence tour at midnight out in the swamps in Florida, so that'll be a lot of fun. Hopefully we don't lose any athletes to an alligator or that. Those type of things make a big difference in terms of the team excelling at the end of the season, not just playing for yourself, but playing for your teammate and supporting your teammate and helping them through maybe a rough patch in a match. When you're playing great teams, there's times when they're going to go on runs, and then you have to limit those runs, and the closer your team is together in terms of their team chemistry, the more likely you are to stop large runs by your opponent.